What's good? You already know. We back, Blazin on Buckner, episode 7. Today we actually gonna be talking about time travel, man. So, ooh boy, y'all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and a notification bell. You already know we doing this every day.
And
We
then
don't
comment.
post every day, but
Comment if you believe in time travel. Or if you don't, tell us what you think about time travel. But I wanted to do this series, and have topics every episode now instead of just ranting. We could even freestyle about time travel if it comes down to it.
Man.
But so first question I want to ask you is what do you think time travel is? And do you think it's real?
I've always had like an imagination about time travel, and man, with technology nowadays, everything just becoming more and more and more advanced by the day. It's like, even if it's not real right now, I think it could be a possibility.
Right.
It could happen.
Right.
The whole thing about how it's made, that I still don't know. I'm still like a little kid in my heart. I think like it's the DeLorean. Yeah. But to be honest, I do think it's a possibility of it being made.
Yeah, I think time travel is possible, but like you said, we're not there yet.
No.
But there was a scientist who said that the further you go out into space, the further I think it's back in time you are. Or they talked about if you get in a rocket ship right now and you leave for 5 years and you come back, the people on Earth will be older than you are. Or something like that.
Damn, okay.
Not by a lot, by our travel standards these days, but yeah, the further you go out, if you go out for 5 years, you come back, it's like less time. I don't understand it, but I heard it on Joe Rogan one time.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. But I think they do this thing, right? It's called the Higgs boson machine or some shit, right? And what it does is it takes two atoms and it spins them super fast in this big old machine, right? And it makes it recreates the Big Bang, right? And they're saying that sometimes when they click, things just disappear, right? And they don't know where they go to. So that'd be crazy.
Damn.
If it's real. Let's see. But I don't know. I think if it was real, how do you think it would work?
Like I said, I'm still a little kid in my mind. I think it'd be the DeLorean. You gotta have that little antenna on the back, get hit by an electric rod or something, and just be going 88 miles an hour. Just
right, 88 exactly.
88 exactly. Can't do 89. Can't do 87. Gotta be 88.
It has to be exactly 88. Yeah.
Just like Kill Bill, that crazy 88. They probably had something going on there.
I think if we were to do it, it would be an accident. I think if we figured out time travel, I think it'd be an accident.
Right, true. It wouldn't be like on purpose. It'd be like they would be trying to do something else, like teleport something maybe, and then all of a sudden it'll end up back in the same room, but it'll just be like older or younger, and they'll be like, "What the hell?"
Either that, or it'll be like some stupid thing where someone is making like a weapon or something, like a nuclear weapon, right? And it goes wrong. Something like a comic book, right? And he walks into the door, and then when he walks back in, he's older or something like that. Or I don't know how I think an explosion would create time travel.
Something like nuclear, atomic, like something like how he said, something probably like on accident is gonna be how it gets invented or discovered.
Like, for example, like Chernobyl or something, right? The big radioactive explosion they had there where the nuclear factory blew up or some shit. Anyway, imagine you're walking through there and you see some glimmer or some shit, right? And you walk through it and it's a time machine. Right. That's how I think it's going to happen. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, it might have already happened, right?
You never know. Supposedly they got those people saying that they're from the future.
Yeah. And those pictures, right? These days with Photoshop, it's kind of crazy. But there are some pictures that they found that were proven not to be, like the guy with the goggles.
Oh yeah.
At the train station or
Yeah.
some shit. Yeah. You guys can look it up. It's like time traveler with goggles at the train station or something like that. It's crazy. But what would you do?
Man, what would I do? I'd probably go back to school, to be honest with you.
Go back
Be
to school?
100. I'd probably go back, wouldn't even jump back to high school. I would jump back to middle school when I really started messing up and start just sticking to school. Like, even try to still have somewhat of a lifestyle, but make sure I got my school done at least. Probably not going to college, but still at least gotten middle school and high school, like, done, graduated, no trouble, none of that. What about you? What would you do?
I think my first thought would be I would go back in time and I would save every single penny that I ever got, every dime, every dollar, every $20 bill my uncle gave me. I wouldn't have bought no Pokemon cards, no Beyblades. I would have saved it all. I would have focused more on writing songs rather than, I don't know. I think I would have killed my childhood. I'd kill my childhood. That's what I would do. But see, that's what we think we would do. But do you think you'd be able to do that though? Do you think, like, if you went into the past, right?
Especially knowing me, myself, if I were to try to even go in the past and talk to myself, like, hey, this is me. I think back then I was such a hard-headed knucklehead, I wouldn't listen to myself.
Right, me neither.
I'd be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't me. I'd probably look at him like he was some, like, dope fiend. Like, dude, you're on a good one. Like,
Yeah.
But I would try, but who knows if it would actually work.
That's what I'm wondering. Do you think that if you went back in time that you would age back as well? Like you would, like, say you're 28 now and you go back, you want to be 15. Or would it be you have to go back and talk to yourself? Because if it was talking to yourself, like you said, it'd be hard to convince.
But if you can go back in time and be yourself, not talk to yourself, be yourself. Yeah, I know that's what I would do. I would definitely stick to education, getting money, making money, keeping money, stacking money.
Right.
Instead of being how I was growing up for the past 10 years, just always
Probably
spending it or whenever I had it.
I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. I'll be right back. Tell them about something you would do.
So, a few of the things, if it wasn't about me going back in the past, man, well, yeah, me, but not changing my life, I'd probably go back and save a few people, you know, like tell them not to go a few places on certain days or make sure they well protected. Definitely, I'd save Nipsey, save Pac, save Nate Dogg. Like, a lot of people about influences. I'd go back and I'd save them, go back in time, meet them. Cause like, even nowadays, I get it from people that how I inspire y'all. So maybe if I were to tell somebody from the past that I inspired them, maybe they would live a little different. Maybe they wouldn't be out here always living so carelessly. And maybe if I were to, you know, go back in time and tell Pac, hey, don't go to Vegas. If you go to Vegas, make sure you don't hop in that car with Suge.
Huh. Talking about Tupac?
Yup. Maybe even Nip. I tell Nip, hey, if you're gonna go to your store, don't go on that Sunday. Tell your boy meet you at the pad. Like I would go back and I save people I look as idols that are no longer here.
If you brought Tupac back, what do you think music would be like though?
Man, I'll tell you right now, if I were to bring Pac back, music would not be the same. A lot of these so-called rappers would not be rapping.
You think so though? Even with the times?
I have a good feeling. They probably they'd be the new age. They'd be the new age Vanilla Ice. Everybody would come out and probably try to do a single or an album. They probably have a few good hits, but they wouldn't be able to compare to like Pac and, like I said, Nate Dogg and some of the legends that ain't here. The people who built the way for rap and hip hop.
Right.
If they were still here, I don't think this new age, like this mumble rap, I don't think that would be going on.
But if Pac and Biggie were still here, say, right, do you think 50 Cent would have been a thing? Do you think Eminem would have been a thing? Do you think all these other...
Eminem still would have been a thing, because here's the thing.